Are you looking for some simple sketchbook ideas that help you feel cozy, relaxed, maybe practice some gratitude here and there, but also stuff that basically anyone can do? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to another Drawing Ideas video. This video is packed full of 5 different ideas, and I kept them on the simple side so that if anybody just needs to relax, or maybe you're a new artist, I've got you. These ones are pretty fun, so let's dive right on into it. Here's a really cool drawing idea. Let's do a page called Things I Want But Don't Need. Now you can fill this page with anything that you've been wanting lately. If you have a wish list going, transfer it to this page. Anything that you feel like you want, throw it on this page. It's gonna be a fun time. Now the reason why I think this is such a fun drawing idea is because art makes you slow down. It makes you be in the moment. You have to be present. Your mind is going, but your hands are moving and creating. It's a great time to process things in life, and you can even process things like what you want, objects, you know? Now the beauty about this, okay, pretty much everywhere we look in life these days we see ads, billboards, you go on a web page, you see ads. It's like hard to get away from them, right? But they do influence us, whether we realize it or not. They influence us every day because they're everywhere. And I think when we recognize there are things that we want, we can also take a step back and recognize there are so many things that we already have. Like, I feel so incredibly rich and blessed knowing that I have a wonderful family and friends and a roof over my head and cozy socks and pajamas and food and just simple things that really add up to mean a lot. So writing down all these things or drawing them makes me realize, yeah, I definitely don't need these things. They're not going to make my life better. I have all that I need. But also, it's kind of fun and pretty to just see all the things you want on a page. I think this is a really great way for people to think about their purchases too and be really mindful. So yeah, you can put these things on a page, but you're also allowed to treat yourself. So like, you don't have to say no to everything. But also just being aware, like, hey, I want this thing. I'm going to draw it. And then in 2 weeks, I'll come back. I'll look at this page. If I still want something on this page, maybe I'll think about getting it, you know? So yeah, like, I'm a super, super thrifty person. I would never pay for that Cezanne cardigan, but I saw so many ads for it and I realized, like, I do actually want this. It would be kind of fun. But I can also thrift it or like knit one of my own. I don't know. But it was fun to put it on a page, and maybe I will get one. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. And after slowing down and just practicing gratitude, I also just kind of felt like, wow, this is a fun, almost Pinteresty collage in the end, especially because there's so many different categories of like things I want, like clothing, electronics, gardening stuff, knitting stuff. Yeah, I don't know. And then the farther I got, I realized it was getting harder to fill this page because there's not a lot of things I want. And I feel like that was helped by just having a grateful mindset as I was doing this. Like here I just wrote like a cozy fall drink. And then at this point I put some jars for like sourdough if I want to start it. But I have jars at home, so probably not going to get those. Anyway, I just really enjoyed this, and I really am thankful that I got to practice being intentionally thankful for what I have. And these are things I don't need. Maybe I will get 1 or 2, like that food dehydrator, or I'll replace my video camera for YouTube since it's like a work expense, but I don't need these things. I'm happy with life. So, invite you to do the same. It's a really fun exercise. For this next drawing idea, we are going to be drawing a big square in the middle of our sketchbook page. Then color in that entire square. You might want to choose a really light color for this. If you don't have a light marker, just use something else. You can use whatever supplies you have on hand for this entire video, by the way. Now, this is going to be a very simple drawing idea. The whole point of this video is to keep all these ideas really simple so that anybody can do these things. So if you're new to art, you are welcome to try this. I'm thinking of you. So we're gonna turn this square into a postage stamp by drawing all these dashed lines around the edges and connecting them with half circles. Choose a color to color in the edges of your stamp. We will be doing a cozy fall themed design, so keep that in mind as you choose the color for the edge of your stamp. I'm doing this burnt orange color and I love it. I thought it paired really well with the cream color in the middle of the stamp. Again, I'm aiming for a cozy vibe. This is a cozy fall looking stamp. Now, if you are a cottagecore lover, you will probably like this idea a lot because the next thing we're gonna do is turn this postage stamp into a quilt. So I'm dividing this into 9 different sections with some colored pencil. This is like a brownish green color, but it is showing up a little different because of the marker that I used underneath. Thought that was really cool. Now I'm taking a dark purple color and I'm doing animal silhouettes in every single corner. I felt like this gave it a little bit of a spooky vibe for fall Halloween, but you can skip that part if you want. Do what you want. The point is you get to fill in each square with something different. You can choose a completely different theme like fall drinks for the corners. That would be so fun. I put a pumpkin in the middle because I felt like that's the standard for fall. And then I put some mushrooms in part of this. I had a lot of fun playing with similar colors, but also adding a little bit of variation. And then I decided to add some leaves. So I'm doing this maple leaf here and giving it some nice fall colors. The cool thing about this idea is there's a lot of flexibility. You can take the template of this and completely change the theme. Say you want to do a bunch of different types of flowers instead of animals and seasonal things. You could totally do that, or you could do types of foods, whatever sounds fun to you. You can change out all 9 squares of different things. So if this isn't speaking to you, you can do your own spin on it. Tag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you do. After I finished the final leaf, I was still thinking about that empty square, and I just kind of felt like we needed another mushroom here, so it just felt balanced out. You can see there's a little bit of a theme with like matching things on mine. I felt like it kept it simple, but still kind of fun and unique. Anyway, I really liked this idea, and I hope you really like it too. It's a really simple one, and again, I think anybody could do this one. Before we hop into the next idea, I just want to say, if you like these drawing idea videos, feel free to subscribe and join the art family. I put out about 1 drawing idea video a month, and I'm going to link a bunch of other videos down below so that you can binge some others and get some inspiration. I'm going to take some ink for this next idea. You can use whatever art supplies you have on hand. You do not need to go out and buy anything to do anything in this video. But I'm just going to do a bunch of different blobs on a page. So I'm taking this paintbrush, just doing a bunch of little dashed lines and filling the whole page. Now I will say you should pick a limited color palette or like a color scheme. So I did like a reddish purple, some dark reds, some dark magentas, and yellow. And I kept it within that category. I wanted it to feel like a vibrant fall blobby page. I really like this because it's a nice stress relieving activity for me. So if you want something simple and you want to relax. Highly recommend this one. I think I've mentioned fall drinks multiple times already in this video. I am just so excited for the cozy season that's coming up, so it just feels fitting that we should do a page filled with fun drinks. So what you're gonna do is get a black marker or a pencil or a ballpoint pen and draw a bunch of different types of drinks at the bottom of your page. It can range from to-go cups to different types of coffee mugs to tumblers, whatever comes to mind, just fill the bottom of your page. We will color them in later. Now, a thing for you folks to comment, your comment of the day. What is your favorite cozy drink? Mine is honestly probably just a cappuccino. I can drink it at any time of year and it's not too sweet. So that's probably my favorite, my go-to. I can make it pretty easily at home. And yeah, I just love it. I do like the occasional pumpkin spice latte in the fall if it's not too sweet. But yeah, and I just love trying new drinks too. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm just lining my page here with iced drinks, cozy drinks. I'm putting steam coming out of some of these cups, and it is just a nice variety lining the bottom of the page. You don't necessarily have to make this seasonal. Like the types of drinks I have are not necessarily seasonal, but the finishing touches on this page will make it feel like fall. So stay tuned for that. All right, we're finishing the last cup. This is a great point to start thinking about all the colors you want to use. I'm just doing a mug here and brainstorming all the different types of color schemes I want to use for each beverage and any little accents that I want to add. You can add some character to your mugs too, by the way. Like I'm doing a lot of scallops and stuff. If you're having trouble coming up with stuff, you can look at the mugs in your own cupboard. I did that for one of the mugs, and then I added a pumpkin to this to-go drink and started coloring. So I'm not a matcha drinker, but I thought, I've been seeing pictures of these green and pink strawberry matchas all over. I just want to draw it because it's cute looking. And then I decided, gotta draw a pumpkin spice latte, color it in, This is really nice too because you don't have to do a lot of shading. It's more illustrative, and I think anybody can do this one. I really liked the variety of all the drinks. I have 3 on each page and each one is just a little bit different. If you feel like drawing latte art in any of your stuff too, you can. I totally forgot and meant to, but hey, that's all right. Another thing you can do is do an extremely limited color palette so that all these drinks look related, or you can make it as colorful and as vibrant as you want and make them all look super different. It's up to you. It's up to the mood that you're feeling. You can do this multiple times and just kind of feel it out too. I really enjoyed playing with like pinks and greens for this, so mine look a little bit related, you can see. It's kind of alternating, like every other drink is greenish and every other drink is like a pinkish mauve, whatever. Now at this point here, it's time to make the page look like fall. So what I'm doing is busting out this marker and I'm adding leaves all over the top of the page. I feel like this adds a touch of whimsy to the page and just makes it feel kind of fun. And then I took a couple other similar colors and I just kept adding leaves as I went. You can skip this part if you want, but if you think it's fun too, go ahead and add it. I hope you have fun with it. I also used this gold marker and just went around the whole border for a fun gold effect. It was really cool in the light and it glistened a lot. If you have a marker like that too, feel free to try it, or you can just skip that part. It's really not necessary. This was so fun. I hope you like this one. Let's take this gold marker again. If you're new to my channel, I really love gold markers like this. I go through phases where I use them a lot and phases where I don't. But today we're doing a Zentangle with this gold marker. If you don't have any gold art supplies, pick a color that you've just been loving lately and do a Zentangle like this. I drew a little square and then I drew all these lines inside of it. I'm kind of picturing them as like wavy hair. You can imagine whatever you want, but just a bunch of lines meeting different center points and curving and filling that entire square. This is super stress relieving for me. I love listening to audiobooks and stuff while I do these Zentangles in my sketchbook. I just finished listening to Beneath a Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. And yeah, I basically finished it up while I was doing this. Pretty fun. Good book. If you have any books that you're reading or you want to share what your book taste is like, feel free to comment down below. I've been super into historical fiction this year. It's just been so fun and it's getting me back into reading more. I'm usually like a fantasy fiction person, but I don't know, something shifted this year, so I'm just doing a lot more historical fiction. Anyway, this Zentangle though, really great excuse to just slow down, maybe listen to a book, a podcast, whatever you want, and enjoy the moment. I think in total, this probably took me 30 to 45 minutes to complete. It wasn't that bad. And the beauty of this one, you don't have to use many art supplies. I used one marker. Anyway, I hope you like this idea. Look at it glisten in the light. I will link this marker below in case you want it. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you feel relaxed after watching these. And I also hope your wheels are kind of turning for some things that you can do, whether it's in your sketchbook here or just drawing in general. Comment down below if you want to see another one. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Bye.